me voy. El ferro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios me los bendiga. Mis hijos no nacer otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Porque mi tiempo me vale dinero. No te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero. Soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan. Tú sabes que aquí es real. Me venga a afrontar, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar, se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo a la federal y a la estatal, cambié todas las válvulas ya que pueden barbulear. Yo sé que no va a cambiar, lo que se viraron que le vaya mal. Y si me...
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Detroit Tigers. Tigers baseball is next. Matthew Boyd gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at Matt Boyd, and, you know, one of the keys for Matt Boyd when he's good, he has that slider, and that's his binky. That's his bread and butter. He needs to have that to be successful. He struggles at times giving up multiple hits and innings. One of the keys, establish the strike zone early to give him a chance to use that good hard slider.
Into the box, Adam Frazier, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready to deliver, here comes the first pitch. In on the hands a bit with the fastball, it's 1-0.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
One ball, one strike to count. Now a swinging bunt. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Kevin Newman. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
The 1-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much. Comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
So now it's Brian Reynolds as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. And it's 1-1. Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Newman, base runner at first with 1 out. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. Now a curveball misses inside. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. The Tigers coming up. No score. Chad Kuhl, the Delaware-born hurler, gets the call to start here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Here's Robbie Grossman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Tigers, the left fielder, Robbie Grossman.
Here's the pitch. And he takes ball 1. Heading out towards shallow right. Frazier has a play. He's got it 1 away.
Batting second, the third baseman, Candelario.
Next for the Tigers, Jamer Candelario, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Very difficult to be a switch hitter in baseball today. Without question, the more comfortable side being from the right side. So he's going to have his work cut out for him here, hitting left-handed.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time. Work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field. Clearly, he's been putting in that work, and it paid off right there.
To the plate now, Willie Castro, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. From the belt, the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a check swing. They'll appeal down to third. No swing is the signal from Freddie Ferguson. It's ball 1. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Miguel.
So one down with a pair of runners aboard, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera. He's set, and the pitch.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. So now here is Nomar Mazara looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes to count to Nomar Mazara.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Ready with the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Candelario over at second. Castro on at first with 2 down. And that's in there, 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Three balls and 2 strikes to the Tigers' designated hitter. And this is hit hard to the right side. But this is going to land foul, so they'll tee it up again, 3-2. Payoff pitch on its way. Pitch popped up. Evans in foul ground. And that's going to land foul. He set the payoff pitch. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair. We are still scoreless. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Colin Moran. Lifetime numbers against Matt Boyd. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Scope is there. On to first, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
That is pitch. The third baseman, number 24, Philip Evans.
Ready now is Philip Evans. First pitch coming. Here it is. The 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Struck him out.
That is it.
Bases are empty here with 2 away. And the left-handed hitting outfielder Gregory Polanco bats next. Here's the first pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he fouls this one off.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So that'll bring up Jonathan Scope. In prior matchups with Chad Kuhl, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. First offering. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 2-1 home.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around a leadoff walk.
And the count will be full. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
Line drive snagged on a short hop to second for 1. On to first, a double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
So now to the plate, Victor Reyes. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. Tigers fail to make any noise. We'll move to the third with no score. And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez. Lifetime numbers against Matt Boyd. He's got a 3 for 5 line. He also has 1 home run. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Reined in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jacob Stallings. First offering. And it's fouled away. Third inning, no score to this point. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Into the box, Anthony Alford. No balls and 1 strike. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
That gets down, and the Buccos' first hit of the game is good for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Fouled off. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. He's set. The 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. 2-out double left stranded. We play 2.5. No score on the show. Bottom of the third now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Jacoby Jones.
The center fielder, Jacoby Jones.
First delivery to him. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
At the plate now, Robbie Grossman. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. It was a fly out for him to start the home first. Lifted down the line in left. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, Christmas come early for the batter right there. Down 0-2 and he gets a cookie middle cut. The pitcher's lucky he's getting this ball back.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back. The next batter is Jeimer Candelario. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Grossman leads off first with 1 away. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Payoff pitch on its way. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Lifted the other way out to left center. Alfred's on his horse. He makes the running play. 2 down. And this throw gets away from him.
The batter, number 9.
Stepping in next, Willie Castro. Here's the first pitch. And they start him out away with a called strike, hoping to discourage a steal attempt with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Behind 0-2 now. This one's down to third. He's got it. There's Frazier at second for the out, and the inning is over. 1 left for Detroit. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Kevin Newman.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
And that one yanked just foul.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
In comes the center fielder. He's there and records the first out. No one on with 1 down, and that'll bring up Brian Reynolds. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Outside, that's ball.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch.
That's ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Lifted in the air to center field. Jones is there. 2 gone. So here's the cleanup hitter, Colin Moran. He bounced out last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And he swings right over the top of this one. 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and This guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score.
Just like Vegas in the sun, ain't no quitting till I'm.
Bottom of the inning now, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera.
The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Now the first pitch. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot off the bat of Miguel Cabrera as the Tigers grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses, it's ball 1. First time up, he went down looking. Now the 1-0. A bouncer up the middle. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Now 1 down with the bases empty, and that means Jonathan Scope will get ready at the plate. First pitch on the way. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Now a ball rolled softly to second. Scooped up, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The catcher, number 40.
So 2 outs now for the Tigers in their half of the 4th, and next is the catcher Wilson Ramos. First offering on its way. 0-1 the count. And the pitch.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-1 home.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
He loses him on ball 4.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
And stepping in, Victor Reyes. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch on its way. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Ramos is off at first with 2 away. 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
And now in the box, Jacoby Jones. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Here's the first pitch.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 1-0. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
The 2-0 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Into the box now, Robbie Grossman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Two 2-0 to the Tigers left fielder.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Now the 2-0 home. Hit on the ground to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. The 3 of us are back with more following this. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Derek Shelton during the commercial break about the Pirates offense. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The third baseman, Philip Evans.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Philip Evans will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
And now, Gregory Polanco looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Has a look, now the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up one hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. From the stretch. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
In now, Eric Gonzalez. As the first pitch to him's a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there.
Well, these guys haven't had too many opportunities yet to test the running game in this one, so they could decide to put a man in motion right here.
3-1 to him now. Evans stands at first with one out. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Reyes is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. Up next for the Buccos, Jacob Stallings struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a liner, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. Hit back toward the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Pirates lead 1. They trail it here 2-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Jeimer Candelario. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. And the sinking fastball, called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Standing in now, Willie Castro. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out. And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-1 home. Hit on the ground to third. Right to him. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They're up 2-0. Now to bat, Anthony Alford. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scope has it, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. So the Pirates' batting order turns over and set to go. Adam Frazier. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Line, but speared on a hop. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. So the next to bat will be Kevin Newman. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch of the AB now. Lifted in the air toward the line and right.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
Awfully close with a slider there, but it's 1-1.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Hard hit toward the hole. It's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So only the second hit he's given up tonight.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
At the plate, Brian Reynolds standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. from the stretch. And this is foul tipped at the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch. The 2-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Scope is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. One left for Pittsburgh. They're still down. It's 2-0. Chris Stratton enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and striding forward the designated hitter, Nomar Mazara. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Under this one is Polanco, and he's got it for the first out. Next up for Detroit, Jonathan Scope. First pitch on its way. Stratton offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. The 2-0 on the way. Wilson Ramos waits on deck. One out, nobody on. And a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Two balls and no strikes to Ramos. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
In there, 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1. Liner towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 7th inning coming up. It's the Tigers 2 and the Pirates nothing. So here is Colin Moran. He went down on strikes last time up.
The first baseman, number 19, Colin Moran.
First delivery to him.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Reyes moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman.
Next up is Phillip Evans. First offering on its way. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Down the left field line and deep. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
Count still at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they win, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Now here it comes. Gregory Polanco is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. He's got it, and he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in, the switch hitter, Victor Reyes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Victor Reyes.
First pitch coming, here it is. He's ready, here's the 0-1. Grounded to short. Close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
The center fielder, Jacoby Jones.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Robbie Grossman. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. The 1-1. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way, and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
Into the box, Jamer Candelario, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Fastball well outside.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Throw over to the bag. Runner's back. Fouled away. Grossman leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Batter number 9, shortstop.
Digging in next, Willie Castro. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch on its way. And that's in there for a strike.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Here's strike 2 as the hanging slider was let go.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Reynolds has it for out number 3. Tigers strand a pair, but they hold a 2-0 lead. To the plate now is the designated hitter. Eric Gonzalez flew out last time up.
Designated hitter, Eric Gonzalez.
Now the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
And that misses 1-1. Popped up. Cabrera has room in foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. 1-2. Here it comes. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. Lined hard to center field. Jones is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
At the plate now, Anthony Alford. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. They're down 2-0. David Bednar is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera.
The first baseman, Miguel.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2. The pitch.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Here now the 2-2. Hit in the air down the left field line. Reynolds is under it to make the play on the first out.
Number 15.
Next will be the designated hitter, Nomar Mazara. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. 1 out, nobody on. One and one.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
Popped up. Newman is calling for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop out. Well executed pitch there.
Here's Jonathan Scope now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Swing and a line drive. Alford gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit, but they're on top 2-0. So here's Adam Frazier, and at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Now, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by them.
Hit weakly on the ground to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Next to dig in, Kevin Newman. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
1-0 the count. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 2-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a liner. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Brian Garcia answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. So now to the plate, Brian Reynolds. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman, Colin.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Colin Moran. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Here's the first pitch to him. In the dirt. Goes to third with it. Throw down to third is thrown away right down the left field line. And he'll come in to score from second base. And that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Wow, the pitcher has no one to blame but himself. Man on third, he just uncorks one. The runner alertly takes off immediately and gets their first run of the game just handed to him on a silver platter.
Reynolds stands at third with one gone in the inning. And it's 2-0 now to Colin Moran.
This would seem like an easy RBI situation. 2-0 count, runner in scoring position, but you have to know there's an open base, and he might be pitching around you.
Has a look, now the pitch.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Hit back up the middle. And this is a base hit as they've come back to tie it here in the top of the ninth.
You know, D-Ro, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
In now, Phillip Evans, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. The 1-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Some action now in the Tigers' bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Heading out towards shallow right. Reyes is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Here's Gregory Polanco. There are two gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Well, you see this a lot. A guy comes out of the bullpen throwing bullets, but he has a tough time finding the zone. Trust me, velocity is a great weapon if the hitters are tempted to swing.
The set and the 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Lifted down the line in left.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Ready with the payoff pitch, and he fouls this one off. Swung on and belted to right by Polanco. This one's deep. Right fielder looking up. Gone! And with 2 out in the 9th, they have taken the lead. So a 2-run homer down the line in right. As they take the lead, it's now 4-2.
Hey, with one swing of the bat, that closer better get ready. He's going to be doing some work in the bottom half of this inning.
Jose Cisnero takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Designated hitter, Eric Gonzalez.
At the plate, Eric Gonzalez. A ball and no strikes. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A ball and a strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
2 out, nobody on. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
You got to look down. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, when you go with a slider there on a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Next to hit is Jacob Stallings. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
In the dirt here, and a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. The 1-0 will be a base hit into center field.
The center fielder, number 6, Anthony Alford.
To the plate now, Anthony Alford. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He grounded out last time up. A high fastball is in there.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
4 runs here in this half inning. Ground ball foul down the left side. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So, boy, the wheels really came off the bus here in the top of the 9th as a huge 9th-inning rally has totally changed the complexion of this ballgame. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Pirates 4 and the Tigers 2. Richard Rodriguez is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. So now to the plate, Wilson Ramos. And it was quite a turn of events we witnessed in the last half. A lot of runs put up on the board, and we've got a very close game on our hands now. Now the pitch. A little bouncer. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
And the pitch. Liner towards second. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Harold Castro will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Lifetime versus this arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Reyes, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So back to the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Robbie Grossman. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch coming, here it is. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. The 1-0. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the 9th. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off happen.
Into the box, Jamer Candelario. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off. 2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. Last breath for the Tigers. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind at the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Buccos came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. David Bednar gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Money in case, clean up base, pick up the pace. I'm out to chase. Money in case, clean up base. Got a call for it if you got it. Doing live, good at the show. Pick up the pace. 2 scene ain't enough. Full-time team is us. Man on first, on second, on third. I'ma have to clean it up. I done went yard, they ball gone. Now alien beamed it up. Man contract, they want me back. I'ma have to green it up like being way wild. Really feel fine. Worried about y'all, it's just my time. I got my swing right, that's a green light. That's just my sign. Just what a ring like. If you missed out, better press rewind. I'm just a highlight reel. They do what I do.
is our final line score tonight. For the victorious Pirates, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Tigers, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.